Welcome to Wisdom and Wealth, a channel dedicated to helping you navigate life's complexities with clarity and peace. Are you feeling weighed down, not from physical exhaustion, but from the constant mental burden of caring too much? Do you find yourself replaying conversations, wondering if you said the right thing, or worrying about others' judgments? Perhaps the need to be understood has become a prison, leaving you feeling drained and depleted. If this resonates, you're not alone. Many of us, especially as we mature, find ourselves caught in this cycle. If so, please like and subscribe to our Buddhist doctrine channel to join our community, and let's us build our wisdom together. But what if the source of your exhaustion isn't external? What if the storm raging within you is fueled by your own thoughts and reactions? Today, we're going to delve into a profound truth that most people spend their lives avoiding. It's a truth that can be uncomfortable and confronting, but it's also the gateway to a rare and lasting peace, a peace that doesn't come from controlling the world around you, but from letting go of the need to control it. Stick with me through this video, and really listen. Because at the end, I'll share a powerful Buddhist insight that could fundamentally shift how you perceive your suffering and how you break free from it. Lesson 1: The Reaction Trap and the Power of Pause. We often attribute our tiredness to the noise and chaos of life. However, the real source of exhaustion is how frequently we react, the internal flinching at every differing opinion, judgment, or moment that doesn't align with our expectations. You may find yourself bracing against the world as if it's inherently harmful. But what if the real struggle isn't the world itself, but your expectation that it should always be gentle and agreeable? In Buddhist teachings, the mind is likened to still water. When undisturbed, it reflects reality as it truly is. But when agitated by anger, pride, or fear, everything becomes distorted. Please like and subscribe to our Buddhist doctrine channel to join our community, and let's us build our wisdom together. The disturbance doesn't originate from the external world, it comes from within you. You're not reacting to what happened, you're reacting to how it violated the narrative your mind was clinging to. So, consider this. Why does a fleeting glance, a misunderstood text, or a forgotten "thank you" send you into a spiral? The answer isn't that the world is inherently cruel, it's that your ego subtly demands it be kinder, more agreeable, more respectful, and more validating. And when it isn't, your mind declares war, not on others, but on yourself. This is where the practice begins, not with forced silence, but with creating space. What if, instead of reacting, you simply noticed the urge to react and paused? That brief moment between stimulus and response is where ancient wisdom resides. It's not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of awareness. The Buddha never asked us to become emotionless, he asked us to be free. And freedom begins when we stop allowing every careless word to drag us into an emotional battle. You can acknowledge anger without letting it dictate your actions. You can witness pain without becoming consumed by it. This isn't detachment born of coldness, but detachment born of clarity. The less you feel the need to prove yourself to the world, the more at peace you'll be within. So, the next time you feel triggered, ask yourself not, "Who hurt me?" but "What belief am I protecting?" Let go of the need to be universally understood, understand yourself instead. That's where the mirror clears, where the fire dies without burning, and where real power, quiet, grounded, and lasting, begins. Lesson 2: The Strings You Don't See, and the Peace They Steal. You might believe you're in control of your life, but if you pause and reflect, you might notice something else: subtle movements, choices that don't entirely feel like your own. You reach for your phone before even taking a conscious breath. You say "yes" with your mouth while your body screams "no." You're performing, pleasing, and pretending, often without even realizing why. This isn't freedom, it's a subtle form of conditioning. These strings of invisible forces, expectations, and fears have been quietly shaping your choices, puppeteering your responses for years. Please like and subscribe to our Buddhist doctrine channel to join our community, and let's us build our wisdom together. The Buddha didn't teach escapism, he taught clarity. And clarity begins when you stop asking, "What's wrong with the world?" and start asking, "What am I believing?" without questioning. Look closely. That pressure to be perfect, that fear of falling behind, that urge to constantly prove yourself, these aren't random feelings. They're patterns, scripts, old reflexes from a mind that was taught it had to earn peace through effort, attention, and control. Here's the pivotal shift. Once you can name the pattern, you are no longer trapped inside it. You become the observer, the one who sees the string, not just the one being pulled by it. Try this. The next time your chest tightens over a comment or you feel compelled to explain yourself for the 10th time, don't resist it, don't fight it. Simply ask, what am I chasing? Whose approval am I trying to win? What fear is this emotion defending? This is how you begin to cut those strings. True minimalism isn't just decluttering physical objects, it's decluttering internal noise. It's refusing to carry every thought as if it's your personal mandate. It's giving yourself permission to not respond, not react, not defend. Because you weren't meant to live on autopilot. You weren't meant to be a mere reflection of everyone else's demands. You were meant to wake up, to stop running the program, and to choose peace. Peace doesn't come from fixing everything around you, it comes from seeing clearly. And once you see the string for what it is, just a thought, just a fear, just a habit, you're free to let go. You're not broken, you're bound. And you don't need to be more, you need to be less entangled. Let go of the performance, let go of the pressure, let go of the illusion that you must be everything to be enough. You are already whole, beneath the strings. You are not the puppet, you are the hand that can finally, gently put down the script. Lesson 3, the art of letting go, where real peace begins. We live as if holding on tighter will somehow save us, as if clinging to people, plans, and perceptions will guarantee peace. But the harder you grip, the more life resists. It's like trying to catch wind with closed fists, you only end up tired, tense, and empty-handed. Have you ever wondered why you feel so drained, even when nothing dramatic is happening? It's because your mind is constantly clutching to outcomes you can't control, to the fear of being misunderstood, to the endless weight of needing to get it all right. Please like and subscribe to our Buddhist Doctrine channel to join our community, and let's us build our wisdom together. Buddhist wisdom doesn't promise a perfect life, it invites you to stop demanding one. Because suffering isn't found in what we lose, it's born in the grip that refuses to let go. The truth is uncomfortable, you don't need to fix every misunderstanding. You don't need to prove your heart to people who've already decided who you are. You don't need to make everyone happy. That's not your burden, it never was. What if peace isn't something you earn by getting everything right, but something that naturally appears when you stop trying so hard? Imagine your mind as an open sky, and every worry, every judgment, every expectation as a balloon you're clinging to. One by one, let them go. Watch what happens. The sky doesn't collapse, it clears. Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring, it means you care wisely. It means you choose where your energy flows and what truly deserves it. You don't have to shrink your heart, only your attachments. Start with small rebellions, don't chase every notification, don't answer every critic, don't explain your soul to those who only hear noise. Protect your stillness like it's sacred because it is. Ask yourself gently, what story am I still gripping today? Who am I trying to impress? What am I afraid will happen if I just let go? The answer is not collapse, the answer is clarity. Because when the need to control dissolves, your natural state, peace, returns, not as a reward, but as a remembering. You were never meant to carry so much. Not every burden is yours, not every opinion is truth, and not every outcome needs your control to unfold. Let go, not out of weakness, but because your soul is tired of gripping. Let go, not to escape life, but to enter it more fully. That's the shift, and that's where peace no longer visits, it stays. Lesson 4, the shift that sets you free. There's a moment, small but powerful, when something inside you whispers, wait, maybe I'm not my thoughts. And everything begins to change. You've spent years believing every word your mind says, that you're behind, that you're not enough, that you must fix, prove, earn, chase. And so you do, you run in circles inside your own head, mistaking the noise for truth, the storm for self. Please like and subscribe to our Buddhist Doctrine channel to join our community, and let's us build our wisdom together. But here's the shift: you are not the storm, you are the sky that holds it. In Buddhist wisdom, this is where freedom begins, not by controlling your thoughts, but by seeing them clearly. Thoughts will come, doubts, fears, judgments. They arrive like weather. But weather is not the sky, and thoughts are not you. Next time anxiety tightens its grip, try this: don't say, "I am anxious." Say, "Anxiety is present." Don't say, "I'm failing." Say, "The mind is telling a failure story." That one change turns chaos into clarity. Because once you stop identifying with every mental twitch, you stop reacting as if your life depends on it. You stop arguing with shadows. You start witnessing instead of absorbing. This is the essence of mindfulness, not silencing your thoughts, but watching them drift by without boarding everyone like it's a train to your truth. The mind will say, "They don't respect you." The mind will say, "What if it all falls apart?" The mind will say, "You're not good enough yet." Let it speak, but don't make it your voice. You're not here to solve every thought, you're here to stop letting them run the show. Most thoughts are just echoes of fear, of memory, of stories that were never yours to carry. When you see that, they lose their grip. Clarity is born, not when your mind goes quiet, but when you stop believing every sound it makes. So, next time your mind spins, do nothing but observe. Watch the story play out like a movie. Breathe. Smile. Let it pass. The sky never panics when the clouds gather, it simply waits, and then it clears. This is not cold detachment, it's wise compassion. You're not withdrawing from life, you're withdrawing from the illusion that every passing thought deserves your energy. And as this practice deepens, something beautiful happens. You stop drowning in the waves because you remember you are not the ocean, you are the sky, still, open, unshaken. You don't need to silence your mind, you only need to remember you were never the storm, you are the one watching it pass. Lesson 5: The discipline of doing less. You're not exhausted because you're doing too much, you're exhausted because too much of what you're doing doesn't mean anything. Your time is being traded for tasks you don't believe in, conversations that drain your spirit, and distractions that feel urgent but leave you feeling hollow. Buddhism doesn't romanticize the hustle, it honors stillness, presence, and intentionality. The Buddha once said, "Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace." The same is true for your days. One act done with full attention holds more power than a dozen half-hearted efforts. Please like and subscribe to our Buddhist Doctrine channel to join our community, and let's us build our wisdom together. Imagine your life like a bowstring. Every responsibility, every worry, every distraction pulls on that string. But if your aim is scattered, if you're firing off arrows in every direction, nothing truly lands, nothing goes deep, and your peace gets pulled apart in the process. The truth is, distraction isn't just killing your productivity, it's stealing your presence. You can't fully experience the moment you're in if your mind is already rushing to the next 5. If your attention is divided, so is your life, and a divided life is a disoriented one. So here's the shift: what if today, you only focused on 3 essential things? 3 tasks, 3 intentions, 3 places where your presence truly matters, emotionally, spiritually, practically. Let the rest fall away. Because not every demand is worthy of your energy, not every request deserves a yes. Some things are just noise in disguise. You've been taught that success means doing more, producing more, being constantly available. But real mastery isn't found in movement, it's found in meaning. It's not about checking every box, it's about showing up fully to what actually matters. Start small. That email that isn't urgent, let it wait. That phone call that drains you every time, you're allowed to skip it. That task that's on your list out of guilt, not purpose, cross it off. Reclaim your time, not by filling it, but by filtering it. Doing less isn't laziness, it's courage. The courage to say, this is where my peace lives, this is where I'll show up, and the rest, I release. And when you begin to live that way, deliberately, selectively, calmly, the noise starts to fade. Your days get quieter but deeper. Your actions get fewer but more meaningful. And your mind, once scattered, starts to feel like it's finally coming home. So ask yourself, what's one thing I can remove from today, not to fall behind, but to feel aligned? What if success was never about finishing everything, but about feeling whole while doing only what truly matters? You weren't built to chase every task, you were built to move with clarity, to act with precision, to live like a single arrow, steady, intentional, and at peace. Do less, but do it better, not to shrink your life, but to finally deepen it. Lesson 6. Let go of the inner drama. There's a storm inside your mind, but what if the way out isn't through control, overthinking, or analyzing every wave? What if the real freedom comes from no longer needing to fight the storm at all? Most of the suffering we carry doesn't come from what's happening, it comes from the story we tell ourselves about it. A short message, a delayed response, a glance, and suddenly your mind builds a whole narrative. They're upset, I did something wrong, I need to fix this. But stop and ask yourself, did anything actually happen, or did your thoughts just spin a fiction, and you believed it? You see, your mind is a storyteller. It's constantly casting you in roles, the one to blame, the one to fix, the one who's not enough. And if you're not careful, you'll live in those roles, responding to problems that don't exist, fighting battles that were never real, exhausting yourself over nothing. Buddhism teaches us something radical. You don't have to engage with every thought. You don't have to believe every feeling. You can simply watch, like the sky watches the clouds, like the ocean watches the waves. Please like and subscribe to our Buddhist Doctrine channel to join our community, and let's us build our wisdom together. The next time your mind starts spinning, pause. Don't react, don't solve, don't feed the drama with more thinking. Just step back and observe. Ask yourself gently, is this real, or is this a mental movie I'm watching? That one question can create space, and space is everything. In that space, you reclaim your peace. You shift from being the actor trapped in the script to the quiet witness who doesn't need to participate. You don't have to fix everything to be okay. You don't need the world to align with your expectations to feel grounded. In fact, the moment you stop needing it to, your peace becomes unshakable. Here's your practice. Let go of one inner drama today. Just one. The loudest one, the one that's stealing your attention. Let it play without reacting, watch it without joining the story. You'll be surprised how quickly it loses power when you stop giving it energy. Because sometimes, the strongest choice isn't to fix the thought or resist the emotion. Sometimes the strength is in doing nothing at all, just standing still and letting it pass. You are not the chaos, you are the space around it. You don't have to silence the storm, you just have to stop standing in the rain. Lesson 7. Stay open when pain arrives. Our first instinct is to close, we retreat, tighten, brace, convinced that protecting ourselves means surviving. But here's the uncomfortable truth, real healing doesn't happen behind walls, it happens when you stay open, especially when it's hardest. The heart, like a flower, doesn't bloom by avoiding storms, it grows through them. And Buddhism offers us a powerful but difficult truth, we only suffer because we cling to comfort, to control, to how we think things should be. But clinging often wears a clever disguise, it shows up as shutting down, as guarding ourselves, as pretending we don't care. Think back to a time you were hurt, not physically, but emotionally or spiritually. Did you close off? Did you pull back, shut others out, numb the pain just to cope? That's human, but it's also where deeper suffering begins. Because what we resist, persists. Please like and subscribe to our Buddhist Doctrine channel to join our community, and let's us build our wisdom together. What if the real strength isn't found in armor, but in softness, in choosing to stay emotionally present, even when it stings? This isn't about being naive. It's not about tolerating abuse or letting people walk all over you. It's about remaining human, even in pain, when everything in you wants to shut down. When you feel that tightness in your chest, pause, breathe. Don't run from it, don't numb it. Ask yourself gently, what am I closing off right now, and why? Is it fear? Is it shame? Is it protection, or just habit? Then, without forcing anything, breathe into that space, let it soften just a little. Not because the pain is gone, but because you've stopped resisting it. And in that moment, you've reclaimed your power. You see, shutting down doesn't actually protect you, it just traps you inside old stories, recycled emotions, and walls that become cages. Staying open is what allows the pain to pass through instead of take root. It's what prevents discomfort from becoming identity. So here's your quiet practice. Next time life stings, don't collapse, stay, breathe. Notice what closes, and gently ask it to loosen. When you're offended, soften. When expectations aren't met, remain present. When fear knocks, open the door and realize it's just a messenger, not a master. Emotional resilience isn't about being unshakable, it's about choosing to stay soft even when it hurts. And that softness is powerful. It tells your nervous system, I am safe. I don't have to shut down. That's not weakness, it's wisdom. It's a strength so rare it almost looks like surrender. But it's not surrender to pain, it's surrender to truth. So ask yourself now, where in your life have you hardened? What would happen if you allowed even a small part of you to reopen, just for a breath, just for a moment? Because the heart that stays open even after breaking isn't fragile, it's expansive. And that expansion, that's where freedom begins. Lesson 8. Cut the rope of expectations. You wake up hoping for a kind word, maybe a thoughtful text, a small gesture, a sign that someone sees you. But it doesn't come. And suddenly your mood shifts, not because life has wronged you, but because somewhere deep inside you are holding a silent expectation, a rope pulled tight. Expectations are invisible threads we wrap around people, moments, even ourselves, hoping they'll hold everything together. But more often than not, they quietly strangle our peace. Buddhism teaches that attachment is the root of suffering, and expectations, they're really just polished attachments, wrapped in the belief that life should go the way you want. But here's the truth, it's not the event that hurts, it's the story. The one where your friend should have remembered, the one where your partner should have reacted differently, the one where life should have rewarded you by now. But life isn't a play you get to direct, it's unplanned, wild, always unfolding. And the more you try to control the story, the more you suffer through every unplanned moment. Please like and subscribe to our Buddhist Doctrine channel to join our community, and let's us build our wisdom together. So ask yourself, who are you quietly waiting for right now? Who do you expect to reach out, to change, to say something that finally makes things right? What burden are you holding just because the world hasn't followed your inner script? Picture yourself standing on the edge of a cliff, holding a rope. At the other end is a heavy rock labeled, "How Things Should Be." Your hands are hurting from holding on, yet you tell yourself that if you just grip harder, maybe it'll stop hurting. But the truth? Freedom comes only when you let go. What if, just for today, you released one expectation? What if you stopped needing your job to prove your value, your partner to read your mind, your past to fix itself? Letting go doesn't mean you're giving up, it means you're accepting what is instead of clinging to what you think should be. And that shift, it's not weakness, that's wisdom, that's emotional freedom. So the next time tension rises, when you feel that sting of disappointment, pause, take a breath, gently ask yourself, what rope am I holding on to right now? Can I let it go, not for them, but for me? Because every rope you release is one less knot tied around your peace. Here's a quiet truth most people never say out loud, peace doesn't come when everything is perfect, it comes when you stop expecting it to be. Say this with me now, This moment is enough, I am enough, they are enough, just as they are. And maybe, just maybe, the rope you let go of today is the very one that's been choking your joy for far too long. Lesson 9, reclaim your attention. In a world that's always shouting for your focus, taking back your attention has become an act of strength and quiet rebellion. Your attention isn't just passive, it's power. Like light, whatever you shine it on begins to grow. If you give it to worry, comparison, or outside noise, that's what will grow in your mind. But if you turn it inward, toward presence, awareness, and peace, then that becomes your experience. Buddhism teaches us, the mind is everything. What you think you become. So take a moment and ask yourself, what am I feeding my mind today? Is it truth, or just noise? Is it peace, or something that poisons me? The modern world never stops. Notifications, headlines, opinions, they keep coming. You're pulled in every direction before your day even begins. Please like and subscribe to our Buddhist Doctrine channel to join our community, and let's us build our wisdom together. But beneath all that chaos, there's a quiet, steady place within you, a place the noise can't reach unless you allow it. Your job isn't to control the world, it's to keep returning to that still place again and again. Focus is your true superpower, not just for getting things done, but for staying at peace. Because when you direct your attention, you take back your energy, your path, your life. And it begins with letting go. Unfollow what drains your energy, mute what distracts your mind, release anything that pulls you away from your center. This isn't just cleaning up your digital space, it's clearing your mental space. When you stop feeding the noise, you can finally hear your own voice again. But don't expect it to be effortless. Attention is like a muscle, and like any muscle, it gets weaker without practice. Distraction is automatic, awareness takes effort. And the moment you notice your thoughts drifting, you get to decide, keep floating, or gently bring your focus back. Not with pressure, but with presence. This isn't about being perfect, it's about staying in practice. The more often you return to the present moment, the more grounded you feel. The noise might still be there, but it no longer controls you. You don't chase every thought, you don't get pulled under by every wave, you stay steady. Ask yourself right now, where is my attention going? Is it helping me grow, or just keeping me distracted? Is it feeding my anxiety, or building my peace? The world gains from your distraction, but your soul grows through your attention. When you choose what to focus on, you choose what kind of life you live. Because here's the truth, you're not powerless, you're just unfocused. Reclaim your attention, and you reclaim your life. In the quiet beneath the noise, your real strength is waiting. Conclusion, you've made it this far, not just through a video, but through a journey back to yourself. Because that's what this path is really about. It's not about learning something brand new, but remembering something ancient, something true. That peace you've been searching for. It's not out there. It's not in your next goal, the next apology, or even the next version of who you think you should be. It's here, in this breath, in this moment, in your power to choose where your focus goes, what thoughts you accept, and which stories you finally let go of. You don't need to fix your whole life to feel at peace, you just need to return to your awareness again and again. So the next time the world feels too loud, the next time your mind pulls you in every direction, pause, take a breath, and remember, you are not the noise, you are the stillness beneath it. And if this message touched something in you, share it. Let someone else hear the words their soul might be longing for. Drop a comment below. What was the one insight from this video that you needed most today? Your words might be exactly what someone else needs to hear, too. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe, because this journey isn't ending, it's just getting started. Together, we're creating a space for stillness in a world that never slows down. Until next time, stay grounded, stay open, stay here. You are not the storm, you are the sky.